Selection of Carhartt work clothes, boots, and shoes available at That Boot Store, open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5, and Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street in Panama City. Remember, God is good all the time.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Chuck was terrible at fishing. He spent many frustrating hours attempting to get results he saw from internet videos, aggravating trial and error fishing trips, and misguided advice from well-intended friends. Chuck is happy now with his newfound success after he visited Bay Breeze Bait and Tackle, where we keep fishing fun, simple, and successful. See us soon at Bay Breeze Bait and Tackle, located directly off Highway 98 on the west end of Panama City Beach.
Barbaritos lets you say yes to fresh. If you don't know what to eat or where to get it, well, fret no more. Barbaritos is here to help with its healthy menu, offering 7 meals with less than 500 calories. Barbaritos has lots of healthy options made with farm fresh food. Your health and your family's health matters to us. Come eat healthy at Barbaritos, 23rd Street in the Stanford Station Shopping Center near Academy Sports. Barbaritos, food, community, people.
Save big every day during Lowe's 25 Days of Deals. Save $100 on select Masterbuilt smokers for the grill enthusiast in your life. Plus, get up to 55% off select smart home gifts for everyone on your list. Order eligible in-stock items by 2 p.m. to get same-day delivery. Lowe's knows deals every day. Valid to 12/13 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the next evolution of sports talk radio. The biggest stories and the biggest reactions.
Now.
And now, we're taking...
With the first pick.
This is the last ball you got to bat. The Inside Drive. From college to the pros. Interviews with the newsmakers, sports betting, your phone calls, and more. And now, The Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey. Broadcasting from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios on ESPN Northwest Florida.
And Friday morning, Jay Henley, a beautiful Friday morning. A little cloudy, but if you're playing golf, it's a good day to be out there. That is for sure. You're listening to The Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. As always, my parents asked us, they came and bought some stuff for Christmas. She's like, is it on the radio? I was like, yes, it's a radio show. 104, and my dad's like, 104.3 ESPN, or in Panama City Beach, 101.9 in Port St. Joe. But yes, you also can watch it on Facebook, X, and YouTube. You just got to search ESPN Northwest Florida. You can go and download the free mobile app inside the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. That one you do need to search 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, and it'll be right there for you. A lot of people were asking me yesterday, how can I see, listen, hear the interview with Charlie Belgian yesterday, which had a lot of great feedback about. Again, appreciate Charlie getting involved with us on that one. But twofold, you can go back to any of those live streams. They live in the cloud, whatever you want to call it. They're on Twitter, they're on Facebook, they're on YouTube. You just got to go to about the 22-minute mark. But I clipped out the 2 segments on Facebook yesterday and posted it on the ESPN page and also my personal page. So that's just the 2 segments with the Charlie interview if you want to go back and watch those. So
yeah, it was great, man. I had quite a few compliments yesterday as well, and it was great to hear his story. So many good stories out there, and everybody's got a story, right?
Yeah, everybody's got a story.
I think you got to just tell your story, whatever it may be.
Yeah, and your story, you never know if your story is going to help someone else with their story and their journey.
That's right.
That's why you got to tell your story.
Yep.
What story are you going to tell us, Jay?
Story time with Jay on Friday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday. It is.
Cue the Mr. Rogers neighborhood song. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Won't you be my
Coming
neighbor?
back here jumping, like, okay, let me find it again.
Yeah. It's so peaceful. What do you got?
No, I was texting. It's funny how it kind of jogs your memory a little bit as far as there's a guy I know up in Georgia. I sold air conditioners for quite some time, and I had some accounts in South Georgia, and I had this particular account in South Georgia where the owner of this company had randomly picked up off the side of the road a drunken individual one day and brought him in. And I've been texting with him this morning. I won't say the name or whatever, but
the texting with the guy that picked him up, or the guy that got picked up?
They got picked up.
Oh, okay.
And so
did you say the guy that got picked up?
They got picked up.
Okay.
Yeah. Just going through a bunch in life, right?
Yeah.
Picked him up off the side of the road. He was, whatever, and brought him in. Basically got him a job with his heating and air company. He just kept, getting better and better and better, and this individual, I took him to a Greyhound station in Tallahassee back in 2016. He didn't have a car, didn't have nothing, and he was headed to Tampa. So he took a Greyhound to Tampa with a backpack, and that was it. And now this guy is married. He's got a beautiful daughter. He owns his own heating and air company in Tampa.
Man.
He was just on the news a few weeks ago, talking about whatever. I mean, it's just amazing to me to see where this guy went and where he is today. He was found on the side of a road by an owner of a heating and air company.
Yeah.
It's insane. But anyways, that jogged my memory yesterday
that's a great one.
with Charlie, and so I've been texting with him this morning, and it's just, I don't know, it's phenomenal, dude.
Well, and it kind of goes back to what we talked about yesterday, right? You're not in control of your journey.
That's right.
Your journey's going to happen. You just got to be on the ride and do the best with what you can, and stuff like that can happen. You could be going through the worst of the worst, but in a blink of an eye, everything can get changed into a different trajectory.
100%.
Just got to trust.
Yep.
Let go of the control and you gain the control.
That's what Charlie said.
I'm definitely getting a shirt that says that.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Maybe you should coin that for your golf instruction. Instead of keeping the fairway, seeing the next tee. Let go of the control and you gain the control.
Well, and that's the thing you think about, right? Is like you try to control that golf shot, and it
let
goes
go of the
right.
control. Yeah.
You got to let go of it.
Yeah.
And just let it go.
Absolutely.
But
just swing.
Yeah.
Just swing. Because how often do we just swing and not think about it and it goes good?
Yep.
Because you're letting go of the control. Your muscle memory is doing the work.
That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whew. Good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Hey, I hope you didn't bet the under. Did you bet the under?
I bet the over.
You did?
I did.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I don't know why. I just felt like 30 points. And I mean, it was like 17. I mean,
I think it was 21. It was at 30 there at the end of the first half.
21-18.
Yeah. That was the final. Yeah. I was not home. We went to eat with a couple of the kids on both the UA, the Krelling family. We went to eat dinner with them afterwards, and it was up on one of the TVs. And I was like, I hope Jay didn't bet the under. And it hit. The over hit barely. Because what was it when you took it? Was it 30.5 or did it go down to 29.5?
30.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got it by what? 1, 2? 21-8.
That was 21-18. I mean, they blew it.
Oh, yeah.
They blew it 39.
I think I'm thinking about the first half.
Yeah.
Blew it out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
But 39 would still be the under in most scores.
Had the Lakers last night too against the Pelicans. I mean, that was a blowout. I mean, Lakers won like 131-92.
Was that a in-season tournament game?
Yeah.
So is that the semifinal? Are we set for the finals yet?
Pacers-Lakers.
Pacers-Lakers tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN2 or ABC.
Yeah. Still can't get over the whole basketball court thing, man. It's so weird for my eye to watch, but it's cool to.
Is it safe to say that the whole premise of this and the design of it is working?
I think so. I mean, I do. I mean, it seems to be a lot more energy and I don't know. What do you think, David?
This is one of those rare things that is actually more for the players and for the competition side of things than it is for the fans. I think the fans get a great deal out of this as well, but I think that the players are loving it. Damian Lillard is loving it. In fact, it's trickling to where they're talking about and where the NHL is talking about, or some of the players are talking about them bringing that to their league. So if hockey players are wanting to do it, then you got to be doing something right. I think that it makes this first half of the season, right, because we're getting a little bit closer to the All-Star game that's going to be happening in February around the Daytona 500 whenever we get back into NASCAR. But it makes this first half of the season a little bit more competitive, gets those juices going, and then anytime that you throw a little extra money on the line, doesn't matter how much they're already making, it's still that pride, the competitive nature of what these professional athletes strive to do.
Of what sports is in general. Yeah, like $500,000 for each winning team player, something like that. Yeah. Not bad, Jay Henley.
Well, NASCAR did it with the whole segment thing. I don't know what you call it, but stages. And it'd be kind of cool for golf to do that. Like think about Amen Corner of the Masters, right? I mean, hole 11, 12, and 13. Have some sort of challenge where whoever goes most under par on that stretch of holes.
That's what the dogfight at Bay Point does, right? Like 9, 10, and 11 or something like that. Whoever has the lowest score in that little segment, there's like an extra pot for it.
Yeah, you might play a par 5 challenge on a certain day, and whoever's the most under on a par 5, would win that.
Yeah.
But I bet you'll probably see that in golf at some point, I would think. But because it seems like sports follow sports.
Yeah.
And I think NBA is leading this with this whole in-season thing. But
I wonder if baseball does something like it.
I don't think so.
Would it be harder to do in baseball?
I mean, we've already got 100. Well, you got 82 games in basketball, 162 in baseball.
Almost double.
You kind of
could.
But their version of that is preseason every 4 years or whatever, World Baseball Classic.
Yeah,
that's
WBC,
kind of their version of it.
Yep. Yeah.
So
it'd be tough anyway because you got to play. You got to play specific stuff throughout the whole season in baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's neat.
But if they wanted to figure it out, they could.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think that's where baseball necessarily needs to go with 162 games. So
yeah, no, and they've obviously made some great. And baseball kind of led it with making some rule changes that have gone over very well.
That's right.
So I would like to see maybe the All-Star game turn into like an All-Star tournament, like how hockey does it, and break it down by division.
Yeah,
and
that'd
play,
be cool.
Like maybe smaller games or something like that, and have a tournament. Break it down by division. That could be interesting.
I'd like to go to a hockey All-Star game weekend.
I've been to one, and it is. It's amazing.
That's
you already know hockey in and of itself, but when you got these guys playing that 3-on-3 tournament and it's so fast paced, you've been just watching overtime in hockey is like, golly, this is amazing. Going to the games and then the mascot game and everything.
Yeah.
It's a great event.
Well, I haven't been to a live hockey game in a long time, and it's been since they've moved to the 3-on-3 overtime periods. And
oh wow!
Yeah, I'd love to see that in person. 3-on-3 hockey is unbelievable. So much ice, so much skill. So much speed.
Right.
It's fun to watch.
Tampa Bay is calling your name.
I know. I need to find I actually think I looked to see when the kids were out of school if the Devils were playing the Lightning, and I don't think they were. But it doesn't mean you have to go for the Devils game.
You said the Pensacola, Ice Flyers? Is that the name of them over there?
Yep.
You need that. That's a quick trip over.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah.
Escambia County.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't know Texas is independent, but you know what county Pensacola's in.
There you go. I was watching Cops last night.
Oh yes.
A lot of Santa Rosa on there.
Yeah.
Escambia's, man, they're always on Cops, dude. They're always. Yeah.
I wonder how that works. Do you have to apply?
Now they probably come see you like, well, we're looking at the numbers.
Yeah, we're looking at the percentages here. You got a threshold of X for murder rate, X for assault. Okay, you qualify. You're in. You want to do it? Yes? No? Okay.
Oh, you don't want to do it? Doesn't matter. We're following you anyways.
Yeah, here's the cameras. Sign right here.
Those shows always start with, sir, you can search this vehicle, but whatever you find, it ain't mine. It ain't mine.
It's always somebody else's car.
Right.
It's always somebody else's car.
That's right.
You ever driven a friend's car?
I don't know if I have. Have you?
I don't. Maybe. I don't know. But I didn't borrow a friend's car and then have a kilo of Colombian Bam Bam on the bottom of it. What movie's that? Talladega Nights.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what came to my mind when he's driving the with the Puma in the car.
Right, right.
And he tapes the Lucky Charms underneath it.
Yeah.
Here come the cops.
That's right.
Man, that's such a good one.
Oh,
Man. I'm getting closer to it's the time for the kids to start watching some of those movies.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I mean, what's the first one that you open up Pandora's box?
Well, the thing is, Pandora's box in this day and age is so easy to open and find, given the world that these kids live in,
Yeah.
and how much information is readily accessible.
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah, that's a great question. What would you start? Okay, 11 and 9. What would you start the first? Like, I don't think they've seen Happy Gilmore from start to finish.
That'd be a good
I don't
one.
think they've seen The Waterboy from start to finish, but they've seen like parts of it.
Right.
But where would you go? What would be the first one?
Well, I mean, you can always do the edited TNT version or something where they you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they're not as good, but
Per se.
Oh man, the minute.
The eye is in the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right?
right. But yeah, I would say Happy Gilmore, Waterboy. I mean, all those are you know, back when humor was humor.
Yeah.
And,
when you could, not offend everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all that. Now, Step Brothers.
What about Saul?
Ooh. Liam would love that. But yeah, no, he watched it. He loves it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a scary movie guy.
Yeah.
I think he likes the thrill of not knowing what's going to happen and the excitement.
Right.
So far, it hasn't backfired. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it's not a bad one. Happy Gilmore. Any of the Happy Gilmore Productions movies are probably be good.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Yeah, that's a good one. They've seen that one. That's a good one for sure. They haven't seen some of the scenes, but that's when you see it on TV, like you said.
Right.
Some of the stuff is not part of it.
Well, it's Hanukkah season. What about the old Hanukkah song from Adam Sandler? Would that even be okay in today's?
Your yarmulke. It's time for Hanukkah. That's such a good one.
There's 8 Crazy Nights.
There is.
Yeah.
Man, that's good stuff.
When you don't have a Christmas tree. What is it?
It's a menorah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the line is.
I can't remember.
Not off the top of my head, anyway. But
Yeah.
got to give a shout out to Team Dynasty last night. Got the dub.
Yes.
We even did it without our special teams coordinator.
Yeah. I was there. in spirit.
In spirit.
Yeah. But hey, what about D. Hayes bringing the defense?
Yeah.
Last night.
Put up the old goose egg out there.
Yeah.
Our offense only put up 12, but the defense didn't allow any.
Yeah, both sides of the ball looked good last night, though. Liam was slinging that thing, man. We've got a really good group of young individuals, man, and it's a lot of fun just being on the sidelines. I think one of my favorite things, to be honest with you, is when the offense, or really when the team does anything good, and watching Ryan. You know what I mean? Because he gets so excited about it, and I'm over there in I'm living vicariously through him to some extent, because he gets very animated about it, and I'm very much that same way.
Right.
So I just kind of draw it back and just try to be just be there, and it's a lot of fun though, man.
Well, like you said yesterday afterwards, you felt more coachy in that one. Mm-hmm. You had your first one. That was it's going to be a tough one on Saturday against a really, really good Patriots team. So if the weather holds out, of course.
Looks like it may.
Hopefully. The percent, it's going like this, but last time I looked, it was only like 50%. So.
Yeah.
Would you say that it might be more advantageous for us in this game if it does rain?
No.
No?
No. Because they're running the football.
Oh, gotcha.
They're going to be bigger and faster. Yeah. We gotta have good play calls in that one. I feel a lot of pressure already.
Yeah.
I probably won't sleep tonight.
You don't think so?
No. I'll be up writing different scripts and seeing what happens.
I like it, man. I like it.
It's true. It's so hard not to think about it. Because you start replaying the plays.
It consumes your brain.
Yeah.
You're like, what can I... well, that happened. So what kind of play do we need? But you can go down some serious rabbit holes, and I've done that before. There's been seasons where I've changed their play sheets like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, nope, not this year. We're going to run with what we got. And now it's fun. I got to give a huge shout-out to our boy G-Money, Garrett Moore. Caught his first... He's been with Dynasty every season except this past summer. So this is our 4th winter season, our 3rd. We played 3 summer seasons, and he's played in all but 1. And he had a catch yesterday, his first catch of his dynasty career, and he ran it for about 10 yards.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was shaking and baking down the sideline, wasn't he?
The best part of that whole thing was how excited all the other kids got for him.
That's so cool, man.
And Griffin had a big catch.
Griffin had his first catch and a good run as well. I know he threw a couple passes trying to get Elizabeth the rock as well. So Liam was doing a good job of distributing the ball all around the field.
I like it.
That was fun. It was fun.
Man.
Big one on Saturday, though. Especially because one of our kids, Joey Tannehill, who's a really good athlete, his dad, Joe, was my defensive coordinator this summer. His son is on the Patriots team this winter. Wow. So it's going to be a tough one. A good matchup, but hopefully the weather is good. And
what about injury report? Free and clear for tomorrow?
We survived. Okay. We survived.
I got you.
Yep. No turf toe, no hammies. No. The thing you got to worry about is the fingers. Because when you're pulling flags, that's an art. I mean, I still got from playing adult flag.
Oh, yeah.
It just happens.
Right.
You can't, because you can't not be aggressive, because that's how you miss the flag.
Yeah.
That's what we need to get the youngins who are on the sidelines doing that softball cheer. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Always just be aggressive. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just trying to think. Can you put tape or anything on your fingers to perhaps?
No, because you got to be able to bend your fingers to actually grasp the flag.
Well, I was thinking reverse tape, where you know,
where it's not sticky, it's unsticky, it's slick. Is that what reverse tape is?
Michigan Wolverine style.
I don't get it.
No, I don't know.
Oh, are you talking about
cheating scandals?
I'm
totally just messing around.
Okay, so all right, I get it now. So there's some tape. Yeah, it is reverse.
Oh,
tape. Like double-sided tape.
Like double-sided tape, like in Home Alone 2 when they get to New York and he wraps all the double-sided tape and he sticks his hand in the Salvation Army thing.
Yeah,
and he's like, Marv, what are you doing?
8-year-olds.
I've never heard it called reverse tape before because it's still technically tape.
Yeah,
double-sided tape.
Yeah.
Uno, reverse.
Anyways.
No, that's good. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
I know.
The Michigan Dynasty.
Yeah. Stealing signs and stick them on our hands. Not to catch the ball, but to the Michigan Raiders. There you go. There you go. I'll give a shout out to the UA Lady Eagles when we get back from the break. But I want to talk a little bit more about the whole John Rahm thing. Rory had some comments that came out, and interesting how this is all, kind of transpiring. And I want to get y'all's thoughts on if you think this is helpful for the merger or detrimental to the merger with John Rahm going to the LIV Tour. You're listening to The Inside Drive. It's Friday. It's December 8th.
Yes.
2 weeks for Christmas on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Better get your shopping done. You're listening to The Inside Drive. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Well, if they really had any stones between their legs, they would have televised their meeting.
They got it right, Bill Allen.
And the bottom line is they don't hate Alabama as much as they do you and those other Alabama fans.
Weekday morning 7 to 9, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. A mixture of very light rain and clouds this afternoon and evening with a high near 66 and a wind 8 to 12 miles per hour. Light rain tonight and a temperature of 62. A bit warmer tomorrow around 72 with heavy rain and a likelihood of thunderstorms. Hot with a high around 70 and possible thunderstorms in the morning, but otherwise some clouds Sunday. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Bill Bird Kia is giving you holiday savings during the season of giving back. Take your next holiday adventure in a brand new Kia. Now offering 1.9% APR up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2023 Kia Sorento. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at Bill Bird Kia, PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2023 Kia Sorento with $2,165 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. Quality is limited. No down payment required. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/24.
Back to the Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios.
It's alive! Look alive! We're alive!
On ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, and welcome back. You're looking good in that Masters quarter zip there, Jay Henley.
Thank you,
It's
Ryan.
very clean looking.
Well, thank you. It's a clean. Oh, so it's typically not.
No, it's well, I don't know what you do. I have been to your apartment once, and we won't get into the TV talk again.
Right.
But my Christmas present to you, I'm gonna show up one day and just mount your TV for you.
Nice. I'm glad you said mount your TV. Just yeah.
Well, do you want me to get a stand for it? Do you want it on the wall? Are you allowed to put it on the wall?
Yeah.
Because once the mount's on, the mount's on.
Right.
Do you know when you sell a house, anything that's attached to the wall like that, you have to leave?
I did not know
Including a
that.
TV.
Huh.
It conveys with the house. If Best listening, should be proud of me for using the word conveys.
So once you mount a TV,
Yep, that TV's on the wall.
Now, what about when you rent?
What if you take it down before you sell it?
Well, when you get under contract and it's that stuff's on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, before it's shown and all that.
Huh. Learned something new today.
There you go. So, if you mount all your TVs in your house, know that when you move, you're going to have to do it again.
Okay, what about the technicality of leaving the mount on the wall, but removing the TV off of the mount?
From what I understand, and Beth, if you're listening, you can call in and correct me. It's all considered one thing at that time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, obviously, like pictures of yourself and stuff like that.
Oh, no, if
you don't have to leave unless you want to.
That's what I'm leaving.
But man, I mean, these TVs today, I mean, they've gotten into like the 150 range for like some of these 50-inch TVs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
I remember back in the day, like 2004 or 5-ish, when like plasma TVs first came out. They were like $5,000. And the plasma would run out and they weighed 17,000 pounds.
I remember going to Sam's and buying my first flat screen. It was a Vizio, 46-inch. Totally still remember the price, $1499.99.
There you go.
And that was in 2000. That was in 2006.
Dang.
So I mean,
you still got it?
No, no.
Yeah, that was before like LCD and LED and all that stuff, like plasma.
Yeah.
And then you could recharge your plasma, but it would cost you the same price as a new TV.
Right.
But still better than the big old tube TVs, the big screen in the cabinet. I feel like everybody had that one in a basement or an attic or something like that. This is how we got onto the Nobody Beats the Wiz conversation last time.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I do remember that.
You need to watch the Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
PC Richards and Son. That one's gone too. Circuit City. Nobody Beats the Wiz. All these stores, they eventually get bought up by the big guys.
They do. I was in Best Buy a few weeks ago, though, man. It was rocking in there the other week.
When you go into Best Buy, it's like you get this, you get a feeling when you go into Best Buy. You're like, what do I need? What do I need?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. They were helpful, too. I mean, it was like, man, it's amazing.
Well, next time you're in Best Buy and they're helpful, tell them to give us a call here for the Inside Drive, and we'd love to get paid to talk about them instead of just talk about them.
Right.
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Speaking, I don't know, electronics or whatever, I was just randomly looking at, GTA Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposedly coming out in 2025.
It's a big deal.
I was just watching some of the, man, that looks insane.
Well, and it's funny, you've seen a lot of people like putting that up against like real, like they've taken like some real life, like crazy things that have happened, like Florida Man stuff that's happened, and they've put it into the game.
They have.
Yeah. Which is
There's an alligator in there, like eating some. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently, the map is going to be like the whole state of Florida.
That makes sense.
Is it really?
That's what I don't know if that's true or not, because a lot of this stuff is just details. I don't even know if I'm going to end up getting the game or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, does it have the same luster now than when you were a kid playing like GTA 2 or 3 or 4 and,
Yes, it does, but
simple. Yeah.
It does, but it's more or less about like, should I be playing those type of games?
Yeah,
with
that kind of graphics and realism.
Right, exactly, because what's the whole point? Like, basically, I'm trying to live a different life through a video game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the whole goal was to get the helicopter called, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. But anyways, I saw. I think it was a post from the Pensacola Blue Wahoos actually that said like you could go visit the stadium and stuff like that. So that would be pretty cool.
Ooh, that
I've
would
seen
be
some
neat.
of those pictures and stuff, and yeah, I don't know how these games continue to look more realistic, but they do.
But
man.
they do.
Yeah.
Just don't drive any cars on Bay Point.
Yeah.
Please.
That'll be the first thing I do.
David's like, where's Bay Point? There it is. Drive it on the greens. I don't do that in pretend land, just not in real life.
Yeah.
Well, with GPS and everything, how have they not made a game where you can just like it's all of United States and you can just take a car and you can just go all over United States?
Well, essentially, that's what Grand Theft Auto is without it being the whole entire United States. Because the reason why is the game...
They got to build out everything.
Yeah, exactly. And that takes a lot of data.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, just with GTA, which was like GTA 5, which was, you know, a bunch of different cities or whatever. I mean, dude, to drive around the map would take you like an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. It was very realistic.
Yeah, it was.
And then you'd make the worst part was when you would find something and then you couldn't find it again.
Oh, yeah. Like if you could just drop little pinpoints.
Yeah, like you can now in real life. Drop a pin.
Let me ask you guys this question though: when in GTA, are you more of like a freelancer kind of guy, where you're just cruising around, just stirring it up, or are you like a storyline kind of guy? See, I'm a storyline kind of guy.
So you're playing
like,
the game based on the way you're supposed to play it.
I try to, yeah. I'm not a freelancer, if you will.
I'm a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I beat Grand Theft Auto 5 actually not too long ago, probably 4 or 5 months ago. I ended up and this was a process of over like 5-6 years.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah.
But because it's something that I would just pick up every now and again whenever I was bored of playing sports games. Like, 'cause that's really all I play, but I'll have Call of Duty and I'll have Grand Theft Auto and play those. So I beat it, but then also like if I'm playing with my buddies, it's basically you play till you die or you get caught by the cops. So you want to get as many stars as you can in the most unique ways that you can.
Yeah, style points. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto since you could play it online. It's been a long time since I had it.
It is wild in that capacity.
Yeah, see, that is just pure chaos.
Yeah.
So you're a follow the story and all that.
I want to see what's next. You know, it's like, all right, well, I got this guy, and he's my, you know.
Do you play any first person shooters like Call of Duty or anything like that? Because so my follow up question would be like, okay, so you get the new Call of Duty, are you jumping right into online or are you trying to do the campaign?
Online only.
That's it.
See, I'm more of a campaign kind of guy.
Champagne from a campaign.
That's right.
There you go.
What is that? Is that
the sauna Jakku? We'll stop there.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Luda.
Luda coming down from the ceiling from the dome there in Atlanta. Yeah. It's been 30 minutes and we briefly talked about sports.
Dang.
We're just getting back on track. That's all.
You sound like. No, I won't say it. Chris Christie in the Republican debate the other night. Anyway, keep going.
Please don't ever accuse me of being him.
All right, let's go.
The only connection I have in New Jersey is I grew up there. That's all.
Yeah, I got you.
I can't believe he's on that side. Anyway, got to give a shout out to the University Academy Lady Eagles and the boys soccer team. Boys soccer team and the Lady Eagles are both heading to the playoffs in their respective sports next week. I believe the boys soccer team beat Palm Bay 4-0 yesterday, and then the Lady Eagles on the basketball side took care of business against Rutherford 39-10, and they will play Surfside on Tuesday in the semifinals in what will be a tough game. The Alert Bay thing's calling me again. That's twice.
That's a data correction.
They're blowing us up over here,
Oh,
too.
it's a data correction?
Yeah.
We can put them on the air if you guys want to the next time that they call.
There you go.
Date correction. Yeah.
You had one job, Alert Bay, and that was to have the right date the first time.
Go ahead and read that off there, Jay.
Date correction. Well, road closure for Star Avenue and Highway 231 Monday night 10 p.m. until approximately 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. Detours Pine Tree Drive.
Hit the date.
Yeah, sorry. Detour, that was Alert Bay.
I know. They're persistent.
They are. Detour on Pine Tree Drive off of John Pitts Road. There you go. Alert Bay.
You didn't read the reply yes with confirmation of this receipt.
That's all right. I never do that.
Ooh, Instant Replay Sports Cards PCFL is live. They must be doing a break right now. And we'll have Aaron Bearden coming up at 12:20 as well.
Nice.
Got some of my cards finally came in the mail that I did some breaks one time. That's cool.
Yeah, cool, man.
Showed Liam this morning. One of them was a Brock Purdy card. It's not a fancy card. It's just a graded card. And he's like, ooh, Brock Purdy, can I have it? I was like, no. Maybe when I'm older. Just like,
Maybe when I'm older.
We'll see what happens. But yes, in the I had to leave the middle school game, and I was showing David too, and Ryan got in towards the end of the game, and it was playing very aggressively, and she got mixed up with another girl, and she was trying to pull the ball away, and the girl kind of flipped over her, and Ryan went down and smashed her head on the court on the hardwood, but I think her ponytail kind of softened the blow a little bit. I was monitoring the concussion situation throughout the night, but I think everything was fine. But she also scored another basket right after I left. She scored a basket.
Nice, man.
So that was cool. 2 baskets on the season, and she's been having a lot of fun. And good luck to those girls. A lot of great girls on that team, and good luck to the boys soccer team as well. I think they got another shot. They've been county champs before, but I don't know if it was last year or the year before last. But that's our middle school sports report.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
Back to Jon Rahm. What are your thoughts initially still, now that you've had a sleep?
I mean, I just don't know much about it. I really don't, Ryan. I don't know enough to really
just make it
talk
up then.
about it. No, but I can't. I can't do that.
No?
I got to sleep tonight as well, so
I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Yeah, it's like official now. Yesterday when we were on the show, it was like it was coming and it was reported that it happened. But now you've seen Jon Rahm taking pictures with Greg Norman and stuff like that, and you're seeing a lot of different things come out. Because Rahm, not that long ago, said that, I'm comfortable with the money I have. That's not going to move the needle for me. The competition is the important thing, yada, yada, yada. And now he's obviously on the other side, he's going to be the highest paid Live Tour player to date so far. I think the reports we don't know the official amount yet, but the reports are somewhere around $300 million.
It all just seems way too good to be real. And it's almost kind of like if somebody called me from L.A. this morning and said, hey, look, we've got a $10 million house that you won, for filling out an application, whatever it may be.
Like Publishers Clearinghouse?
Yeah, back in the day, where Ed McMahon would show up at your
with
front
some
door.
balloons and a big old check.
It just seems too good to be real. I mean, he hasn't even lifted a pencil or a pen, and they're giving him $500 million just to sign.
Yeah.
Like, something doesn't add up here.
Well, they got a lot of money, and you think they're trying to do you think by doing that they're using him as a pawn against the PGA Tour?
Could be. He is Rambo.
He is Rambo. Not Commando.
Nope.
That's Arnold.
Yep.
Get through the chopper. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy, and I think the reason is, you think if the merger stuff was never brought to the table, he would have done this?
I don't know.
Probably. I don't think he would have, because then you would have had a much more clear direction. But because of what transpired with the merger announcement and all that stuff, and the merger still hasn't officially happened. So I want to ask both of y'all this question. Now that Jon Rahm has officially signed with the Live Tour, do you think that helps the Framework merger deal get done, or do you think it makes it harder for that deal to get done?
I think it perhaps gives it's a little harder, I think. Is Jon Rahm one of those guys that, to me, is a great poster boy? I don't think so. I don't think he has I don't think he has that great of a personality. I think Victor Hovland's a great poster boy for the PGA Tour.
Yeah, squinty eyes and smiling.
Yeah, he's happy, man. He's great. That's my thoughts on it. That Rahm can go to the Live, whatever it may be. That's just...
I think it helps the merger.
Yeah.
In all reality, because you're bringing like all of the poster boys that you're talking about, and Jon Rahm is a poster boy. He's absolutely a poster boy of golf. Maybe not for you, but that's the thing is, I think that you guys that are in the golf world, you know what I mean. Y'all, it's like us who like, all right, me and you, we really like baseball, NASCAR as well, right? We see things a little bit differently than how others do, right? Like Ryan, me, we really like hockey. We'll see hockey a little different than others do. Well, same way with you guys in the golf world, right? I can't even fathom the way that y'all see the golf world and the way that you look at golfers, but I look at it like just kind of your average, everyday, not so realistic fan. And with that, Jon Rahm is one of those guys. Scotty Scheffler is one of those guys. Hovland's not. To you, he is because he's on that precipice, but to you, he is because you can see his potential, but his potential hasn't really been tapped yet as far as a superstar goes, whereas Jon Rahm has. So with that, now the Liv's got all of the guys that everyone who don't really pay attention to golf know about outside of Scotty Scheffler. Yeah. So I think with that, the PGA now is going to have to either be the second league or they're only going to feed into the real golfers, and the Liv's going to get everyone who's just like your common fan.
Yeah. Could be. I mean, Rahm is still currently ranked number 3 in the world, Jay. Number 3. I'd say that's right. That's a poster boy. You got Scheffler 1, McIlroy 2, and remember, the guys on the LIV Tour are not currently earning world ranking points. Rory McIlroy's 2, Rahm is 3, Hovland 4, Cantlay 5, Schauffele 6, Homa 7, Fitzpatrick 8, Harman 9, and Wyndham Clark rounding out the top 10.
I would like to say I'd love to see Hovland be the face of golf, though, because I do really enjoy watching him play.
Yeah.
He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, but what is that force going to look like? What is the PGA Tour going to look like? They've laid out what the schedule will look like and all that stuff. But if this merger, I think the merger has to happen, and I think the reason why it has to happen is because there's no magical, angel investor that's going to come to the PGA Tour to pay these huge purses. They have to have that money to do what they want to do on this schedule coming up.
Yeah.
Because that's what they've promised. They've promised these elevated events. The top 50 get into them. The purses are completely juiced up with some serious money. They've got these little legs where they can earn additional millions of dollars based on where they finish in those little sessions or whatever they're calling them. So I think it kind of forces the PGA's hand a little bit, because now if I'm PGA Tour, I'm Tiger, all these guys, okay, what happens if a couple other folk try to, what if a Victor Hovland? What if somebody like that says, well, if Rahm did it and he got 300, what can I get for doing it?
Right.
It's
sold
just
out.
Yeah, it's just funny because, a couple of years ago, Jon Rahm was saying, I would never go. The PGA Tour is where I want to play. And then merger happens, flash forward 6 months, and here he is on the LIV Tour.
Yeah.
And it's been reported for a while. I need to get to Rory's comments because I thought they were very interesting. And I don't tweet very often on the old X machine, and I tweeted this morning in response to one of the Sky Sports golf guys saying that all of a sudden now Rory's like, well, we got to make sure Jon Rahm's eligible to play in the Ryder Cup.
Right.
And I guess if you're still on the DP World Tour, you are eligible to play in the Ryder Cup. But it's just funny, Rory's been the fall guy for a lot of this LIV PGA stuff, and now he's even kind of walking back some stuff saying, well, Jon Rahm has to play in the Ryder Cup in 2025 because he knows how important he is to the team as far as the success. So I would like to see all of the not being eligible because you're on the LIV Tour go away.
Yeah.
Because the Ryder Cup, it should be like the college football playoff, right?
Yeah, it should be. It's the protection of the integrity of the game. And it's
what's the integrity of the game anymore?
Well, if the USGA is the USGA and LIV going to partner up, or have they partnered up?
Well, what does the USGA have to do with LIV?
The rules of golf.
True, they are the governing body of if they are playing by the USGA rules of golf. Yeah.
So you want to protect golf, and they're already moving, I guess, into to me, golf is an individual sport, and I know that we're moving more into a team type environment, but it's kind of like, and I know you guys follow football a lot more than I do, but it's kind of like, all right, well, in 2026, we're going to move, the amount of players on an NFL team to 6, and we're, you're changing the integrity of the way football has been played, and I think that's my protection on as we move forward with LIV is like, where is golf moving, and is the integrity being sought after through LIV?
They're still playing by the USGA rules of golf.
Okay.
It's not like they're getting gimmies inside of 2 feet and stuff like that. See, you have the perception that LIV golf is like playing putt-putt. Is that fair to say?
I think so. Yeah. I really do.
They're still playing real golf. They're still playing by the rules of golf. There's still penalties. But yes, there's a team and an individual aspect.
Yeah.
I just like playing devil's advocate. That's all.
No, it's fine. But I've also talked to folks that have been to, some live events in Washington and different things like that. And I've seen pictures, outside of the media, CW, whatever it may be. And dude, it's like a member guest. I mean, it's legitimately like 30, 40 people there. And I know we're in the infant stages of live, but
30, 40 people?
Yeah.
That Australian event had like 75,000 on one hole. But anyway.
I didn't see that.
No. You only see what you want to see. I get it. Oh, man, it's fun to debate. It is fun to debate. And he's Rahm is one of about 10 guys that originally said they would never go, but then made the decision to go. Brooks Koepka was one. We'll talk about a few more of that when we get back. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Start your morning with sports updates, interviews, reactions, lively discussions, insights, and expert analysis.
I think in our lifetime, we will never see another undefeated team.
Join Evan, Canty, and Michelle weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
It will never happen again.
On the Sports Talk Monster.
If anyone deserves the benefit of the doubt for one last chance, it's Bill Belichick.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hi folks, it's Tracy from Tracy's Fine Jewelry. Santa called and he asked me to help everyone get ready for Christmas and avoid the stress and rush. So we've stocked the store with all of our favorite pieces of gold jewelry, chains, bracelets, pendants, and earrings. Whatever you're looking for, Tracy's Fine Jewelry has the largest selection and the best prices in town. Looking for a curb chain for Dad? Tracy's has it. A gold cross for your sister? Tracy's has it. Even those white gold hoop earrings, yep, that's right folks, Tracy's has it. So shop where Santa shops. Tracy's Fine Jewelry inside Coin and Bullion Reserves.
Bill Bird Kia is giving you holiday savings during the season of giving back. Take your next holiday adventure in a brand new Kia. Now offering 1.9% APR up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2023 Kia Sorento. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at Bill Bird Kia, PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2023 Kia Sorento with $2,165 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. Quality's limited. No down payment required. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/24.
We're starting fresh.
Fresh new start.
Locally sourced, farm to radio. The Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey is live and local. From the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios. On ESPN Northwest Florida.
Chicken. And welcome back. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Real quick, and then I'll get off the Rahm, Live, and all that good stuff talk. There's 10 players that originally said they weren't and then did, with the newest being Jon Rahm. Brooks Koepka was one of them. Bryson DeChambeau was one of them. He obviously initially he went fairly early. Dustin Johnson immediately, he went fairly. All these guys mainly went fairly earlier, but originally said they weren't. Harold Varner III. Who else we got here? We got 10 folks. Cam Smith was another. You got some big time
miss
guys
him for sure
too. Well, if you're not gonna have to miss him for long when the live engulfs the PGA Tour. Old Pat Perez. Who else you got? Henrik Stenson, major champion. Pat Perez, I don't think ever won. Joaquin Niemann. Who else we got? Paul Casey. Old Paul.
Yeah.
You know Paul. You know all these guys, don't you?
No.
You don't?
No. I mean, I know them by name. I can see their face. I know their golf swing.
So then you know them, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like from a personal standpoint. No.
Okay. What I was saying is you know who they are.
Oh, yeah.
And they are on the tour you speak of that no one knows.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's funny how that works. All right, let's pivot to.
They just couldn't win on the tour, so they want to go to a place where they can win.
Don't make me look up their wins because they're there, especially Cam Smith. But anyway, I was doing some college football playoff research this morning. What team, Jay, do you know has the most college football playoff games played since 2014?
Since 2014.
This is like a no-brainer.
Oh, I'm sure that's probably 7 or 8, like 8 straight. Like,
how many total college football playoff games has this team played? That means either the semifinal or the national championship.
I got you. This team.
It's obvious.
Alabama.
There you go.
Yeah.
Who's the second one?
Oh, gosh.
This is a little tougher, but then you'll realize, oh, yeah.
Michigan?
No.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Michigan ain't got a bowl, or not a bowl win, but they ain't got a college football. They got appearances, but they ain't got
that's what it is. It's the Alabama's got 13 games that they've played in.
Okay, we're talking about games played. All right, but Michigan's only got that. This will be their third game.
Yeah, Michigan's only played in 2.
Yeah.
And they're 0-2.
So then so it's between 2 schools. It's maybe between 3.
He said Ohio State. That's not second, but that's third. They have.
So then it's Clemson.
Yep, Clemson. The Clemson Tigers have 10 games they've played in. They're 6-4 in the college football playoff, and they've won 2 titles. Second behind Alabama, who's won 3. Ohio State's played in 7 college football playoff games. Their record is 3-4. They won the first title back there in 2014. And then number 4 on this list is
Georgia.
The Georgia Bulldogs with 6 college football playoff games. They have the best win percentage besides LSU, who's 2-0, but they've only had 2 games. Georgia's 5-1. Obviously, they won the last 2 national championships, but aren't going to win it this year. Who's next on that list with 4? And then everybody else has 2.
Ooh, Texas.
Not a bad guess. Texas actually only has 1, though, and that's going to be this year.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah, I kind of changed because they're not on this list. I kind of changed what we're saying.
So we're looking for how?
We're looking for the other 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th ranked, and then everybody else has 2.
Okay, so their third. They've had 3 appearances. Ooh,
they've had 4 games they've played in.
Let's say let's go Oklahoma.
Bingo, 0-4. They lost all 4 of those college football playoff appearance games. LSU, Michigan, Notre Dame, Oregon, TCU all have 2. Cincinnati, Florida State, Michigan State, and Washington all have 1. LSU is the only undefeated team in college football playoff appearances.
Isn't it 2-0?
Yeah,
2019.
That's it. Speaking of that 2019 team, Jay Henley, Joe Burrow, Miles Brennan was the backup. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Tyron Davis-Price, all in the NFL. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall Jr., Racey McMath, they're all in the NFL. And that's just their offense.
Jeez.
Now, this is a more wild one. Where is it? It's a good one. I've been talking so good about Alabama lately. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm trying.
It ain't that tough.
I'm trying. Yeah, there. See,
you got a future bet on.
I do. I do. And I will put that ahead. Okay, the 2017. Was it 17? 2017 Alabama depth chart. Jalen Hurts, QB1. This was at the start of the season. Tua Tagovailoa, backup quarterback, QB2. Running back, Bo Scarborough, Damian Harris, Najee Harris, and Josh Jacobs. That's ridiculous. Josh Jacobs.
And you know what? Bo Scarborough might have been the best out of those 4, outside of Najee, because Najee was all the way around. But Bo, when he finally came on,
oh man, he was unstoppable,
dude. Yes.
But is he even playing in the NFL?
Nah. I think he his last playing stop was with the Birmingham Stallions.
Gotcha. But, I mean, just that Josh Jacobs, won the rushing title last year? Mm-hmm. Najee Harris, he's not doing fantastic, but he's still balling out in the NFL. Wide receivers, Calvin Ridley, I don't know who Derek Keefe was, and then freshman at the time, Henry Ruggs, who we all know what happened with Ruggs, but had he not gotten on that path, maybe he would have been a little different. Reuben Foster and Devonta Smith.
I miss Rube, man. That guy. He was like the reincarnation of Rolando McClain, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on the other wide receiver side, you had Cam Sims, who was a senior at the time, freshman Jerry Jeudy, and Xavier Marks. I mean, just those positions alone is like an NFL starting lineup.
And then the tight end. That was probably O.J. Howard.
Hale Hentges and Irv Smith.
Oh, it was Irv Smith at that point. Hendages,
Your H-back, your halfback was Smith and sophomore Miller Forrestal. And left tackle Alex Leatherwood was a freshman that year. Man, who else we got on the line? All right, let's go to the defensive side. Roquan Davis, Quinnen Williams, they're all starters in the NFL now. Anthony Jennings, outside linebacker. Jamie Mosley. Chris Allen was a freshman. Christian Miller. Terrell Lewis. I just started reading all these names earlier today, and I was like, come on.
I'm really surprised Terrell Lewis didn't do more. He was drafted by the Rams, and that dude was like the Hulk. When you saw him, playing with the Tide, he was huge, man, and not just like Rolando McClain was big, but he was also kind of stocky type deal. Whereas Terrell Lewis looked like he was a bodybuilder.
I forgot Trayvon Diggs was on Bama too in the same year. Just wild.
I think the best thing to come out of Alabama is Roll Tide Willie off of Instagram. Man, he's phenomenal, dude. He's so good.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen Roll Tide Willie.
Roll Tide Willie. You got to watch Roll Tide Willie.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him neither. So
he's got it branded out, man. He don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
There you go.
That's him.
There you go.
That is him.
Man.
Yep.
I was just looking at some of these other names. It's too bad Henry Ruggs had that all happen, because he would have been a superstar in the NFL, that's for sure. But that's kind of getting to my point. That was one of you put that 2019 LSU team and that 2017 Alabama team. Those are just ridiculous rosters. And are we ever going to see rosters that loaded again at the college level?
I would rather not see them that loaded, even as an Alabama fan, because I love years like this. We're going to a 12-team playoff. Give me the games where you never know what's going to happen. I mean,
makes it more exciting.
It does. And as an Alabama fan, right? We had those years where, especially once Lane Kiffin came on board, where it's like you can't even sit down on the couch and turn the TV on and even think that a loss, that a close game is even going to happen. And then the last 3 years, though, it's totally flipped. And what's been really big in the last 3 years, NIL and the transfer portal. So the fact that they can sit there against Arkansas, go up big, look like they're going to blow them out, and then Arkansas, who was trash at the point and finished with a garbage record, only lost to Alabama by 3 points. So I like that. I like the parity that comes along with it. So I'd rather not see I don't want to see NFL roster versus college football roster or future full.
That's basically what it was, and that's because you couldn't go anywhere else at the time, and it was you get on the team that gives you the best chance to make it to the next level. So you got to sit through your time and wait your turn. But now it's completely a free for all, and I think I agree completely. It adds a lot more parity to the sport, no doubt, because these guys the talent's getting spread out more. And it just makes it not known as much, which I think is good. I think it's good for sports. Well, you want to read your text out loud to the class?
No.
Well, apparently
to the class.
Apparently, the Senate is getting involved with this college football playoff. Rick Scott is calling for transparency from the college football playoff committee on this. We're in a bad position when our corrupt government is trying to point out figures at the daggum college football playoff committee.
And the committee votes anonymously. Yeah. You can't let them know who voted.
No, you can't do that. Not if we can't do that over former daggum elections.
Yes. They need to just, it is what it is.
Stay away from that.
What happened, yes, and it's probably got some corruption in it somewhere.
Somewhere, some way.
But what doesn't? What doesn't?
The hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. Just, man.
It's just funny to me.
It is. There's some big antitrust lawsuit going on as well now from the that a bunch of states are getting into the NCAA over transfer rules or something like that as well. I haven't dove into that. I just saw a headline on that. So since the college football playoff started back in 2014, there's only been 5 teams to win the national championship, and that's Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Georgia, and the one-time LSU won it. So not only is it difficult to get into the college football playoff, it's also very difficult to win a college football national championship. But
it's about to get even harder.
Oh, yeah. David just said, there's more talent, there's spread out, there's more parity, and I think that's good for the sport.
Yeah, it is.
Obviously, if you're a diehard Alabama fan or a diehard Georgia fan and they need to go 13-0 every year and win the thing, that's awesome, but that's just not the reality, and it's not great for the sport as a whole. So I think you're seeing it
It's really not. It's not bad to have those, 2, 3, 4 years. But even like the run that Alabama's been on, like I could only imagine not being an Alabama fan and how much I would hate not just Alabama fans, especially your status quo Alabama fans, but just Alabama in general, because it's like they're there every year. I hate the Patriots when they're there every year. I hate the Golden State Warriors when they're there every year. I hate the Lakers when they're there every year. Which has been a while for them since it's been like that. But neither here nor there. It's nice to see new faces in it and stuff. Of course, as the Alabama fan that I am, I do want to see them there every year, but I'd rather watch good football.
Yeah.
That's why bowl games are so important too, not just for the kids and everything, but you get a lot of good games. Man, last year there was a lot of good bowl games, like one that stands out to me, that Kansas-Arkansas game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just wish these kids would all realize the importance of these bowl games and what they mean outside of just for the players.
Yeah, right. For the fans, for the sport, all that good stuff. There's a lot of good money getting thrown around too in these, not just the college football playoffs. In these bowl games, you get a good chunk of money going for your school if you get in these bowl games, depending on where they are. So it's more than it goes deep. That's for sure. We got about 30 seconds left before we hit the top of the hour. When we get back, Jay, I think we're gonna do a little bowl pick'em real quick. We each got a sheet. We'll run through it, and then we got Aaron Bearden come up at 12:20 from Instant Replay Sports Cards, and they'll talk about some of the big NFL games coming up this weekend. It's about that time, week 14.
It is.
Patriots got the dub, not doing so good for their draft stuff going on. Arizona and the Patriots have beaten the Steelers in their last 2 games. Granted, no Kenny Pickett, but now the Steelers have just fallen out of that playoff race. You're listening to The Inside Drive, live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The afternoon underdogs.
You have to look at this and be like, good God, if they can do that to Florida State, of course they can do it to us. Yeah. We all need to get back together. The Magnificent Seven or whatever they wanted to call us, this is real now. It is gut check time. And we need to get our lawyers on the ball, and we need to figure out how we disintegrate this thing so that we can all move on.
4 to 6 weekdays. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. A mixture of very light rain and clouds this afternoon and evening with a high near 66 and a wind 8 to 12 miles per hour. Light rain tonight and a temperature of 62. A bit warmer tomorrow around 72 with heavy rain and a likelihood of thunderstorms. Hot with a high around 70 and possible thunderstorms in the morning, but otherwise some clouds Sunday. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Bill Bird Kia is giving you holiday savings during the season of giving back. Take your next holiday adventure in a brand new Kia. Now offering 1.9% APR up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2023 Kia Sorento. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street. Or anytime at Bill Bird Kia, PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2023 Kia Sorento with $2,165 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. Quality's limited. No down payment required. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/24.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. ESPN Northwest Florida. Do you suffer from political talk radio fatigue?
We know that under the 49% rate,
Tune into the most fun and exciting new radio show on the Gulf Coast. It's The Inside Drive with Brian Mulvey. From the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
And welcome back. You're listening to The Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida, sitting inside the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine and Outdoor Studios. It is Christmas time, and nothing goes better for Christmas than a brand new truck from Bill Kramer GM. You can get a full repower, too, while you're at it. Kramer Marine and Outdoor. Go check them out. It's a corner of Frankfurt and 23rd Street. All sorts of new vehicles in stock, and darn near all of them are discounted, Jay. $10,000, $20,000, whatever it may be. You call it, they'll make it happen. That is not true. But they've got all the stuff you may need down there. They can get your vehicle fixed up. They can take your trade-in value, and trade-in values are still very high. Put you in a new vehicle just in time for Christmas, and then right around the corner, you can visit Kramer Marine and Outdoor. They're a Yamaha outboard full-line dealer. They have a Yamaha Master Certified mechanic on staff. Lots of new boats in inventory. You can check them all out at KramerMarineandOutdoor.com. They'll come to you, fix your boat, get you back out on the water. They'll sell your boat for you as well. Before I get into these bowl picks, Jay, let me ask you a question, because I had some topics to go off topic, but we've been off topic most of the show.
Yeah.
Golfer. It's Christmas time. What's a great golfer gift?
Oh, man. Titleist Pro V1s.
Ooh. I would have said TaylorMade TB5s, but...
Yeah.
Golf balls.
Golf balls.
Yeah.
I would...
Because you always need golf balls, right?
You know, and they're probably... I would probably stockpile these things, man, because if they're going to roll back this ball, I want some that go about 4 or 5 yards.
2028 is when that starts.
Start stockpiling now.
There you go. Ammo and golf balls. That's what everybody's stockpiling in this day and age.
That's right. You got that right.
Yeah. You don't want to lose your 3 yards.
No.
Whew. That'd be detrimental to your game. Right?
Absolutely.
You may lose 13 if you're an elite golfer where your ball speeds are over 150, 160 miles an hour.
Yep.
But yeah, golf balls. You can never go wrong with golf balls when it comes to a gift for the golfer.
I was thinking about something. This is out there.
Actively pondering?
Actively pondering. Now, the price of the golf balls in the last few years have increased.
Just like everything.
Yeah, just like everything. If the golf industry, we're all about pace of play, right? If we somehow lowered the price of these golf balls, would that
increase pace of play?
Increase pace of play.
Whew. That's a great one, Jay Henley.
Thought.
That's a great
deep
one.
Thought.
With your point being, people aren't going to spend as much time looking for the ball if it costs you, 75 cents to $1 a ball, versus, Pro V1s, they're going to set you like $4 or $5 a ball.
Yeah, I mean, these things are higher than a gallon of gas per ball.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's wild.
So,
but let me give a question back to you on that one.
Okay.
If you're a great golfer, so you're saying more the premium golf balls need to come down?
Yeah, or just I guess just golf balls.
Yeah, because you can go buy you a little 24 spot of a Ultras from the old Wally World, and they'll probably cost you about 20 cents a ball.
Yeah.
But your performance is going to go way down.
Right.
So it's the break even between price and performance, and what does that mean? But I like that. If the balls don't cost you as much, you probably won't spend as much time looking for them.
Well, there's emotions involved. I mean, those golf balls don't have any emotions at all, typically. But, when you start going $4 or $5 a ball, there becomes an attachment to that.
Especially if you draw a little smiley face on it. Now it's got a personality.
Now we're talking emotions.
Draw frowny faces on all your golf balls. That way, if they get lost, they're in their element. They're sad. Frowny faces.
That's it.
It's funny you say that because, I'll go back to Liam. He never really loses too many golf balls, but there's several that he's very emotionally attached to.
Right, I get that with a lot of kids I teach. It's like,
I can't lose that one.
Right.
That's my favorite golf ball.
Right.
So I get it. I get the emotional side. But that was an interesting thing there. What else besides golf balls? What's another gift for golfers?
Always a good shirt. I'm
trying to tee this up for you, Jay
I know,
Henley.
And I'm playing right along with you.
You're doing so good.
I'm playing right along with you.
You're doing so good.
Golfwithjay.com.
There it is. There it is. Gift cards, lesson packages, individual lessons, whatever it may be, golfwithjay.com. Christmas gifts, gift cards. If you're looking for that last-minute gift for your golfer, it can be golfwithjay.com.
Yes, sir.
Like we were talking with Boston Tim yesterday. He's about to maybe get some lessons. He's never had any lessons.
Right.
And he wants to get lessons before he buys a new set of golf clubs.
Yes. Yeah, you want to be able to just get the fundamentals down. We talk about grip, posture, playing, pivot. Those are your 4,
balance.
And rhythm. We'll throw in balance and rhythm. Yeah.
Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
The rhythm will get you.
It will.
Especially if it's not good.
It's a rhythm game.
If you're a good dancer, are you a good golfer?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I mean, golf is a dance. It's a slow dance. It's not
unless you're at World
dance.
Long Drive.
Right.
Yeah.
But That's that's hypothetical.
Oh, it's hypothetical.
Yeah.
But is it reality?
Also, I don't know.
You should start polling all your pupils or instruct. What do you call them? Your students.
Students.
Gosh, sorry. You should poll them and say, do you dance?
The loose juice does help in golf, as in dancing as well.
Yeah. It lowers your fears.
Yep.
You could just make that choice and let the control go and just dance. Just dance. Who cares?
That's it.
Who cares? Be free.
Like in Footloose.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon.
He cut a song out there on the pier at what was the Sheridan at the time.
I remember
that.
I do.
I shared it on our Bay Point Facebook page. It got tons of views. Everybody loves Kevin Bacon.
What a great.
Hollow Man. You ever see that one?
You know, that's probably the only Kevin Bacon movie I have never watched.
Don't watch it because it portrays him more as the villain. So I don't know how that would make you feel about Kevin Bacon. What about Tremors?
Great one.
Classic.
Very much so.
I tried to get speaking of letting the kids watch movies, this was in the past. I don't know when, but it was on, and they didn't have the same passion I had towards Tremors.
Oh man, this was so good, and his sidekick was even better.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just it was great. Oh man, there's some great Kevin Bacon movies out there. I mean, River Wild's a good one.
That is a good one.
Whitewater Summer. I don't know if you ever watched that one.
I haven't
back
seen
in the
that
80s.
one.
Man, he's he takes a few kids out into the wilderness for the summer, and he turns on them, or the kids turn on him a bit.
Oh man,
because he was very like military style, and these kids weren't having it.
They got tired of it.
They got tired of it.
What did they do?
One of them hit him. They got in a fight, and then Kevin Bacon broke his leg.
Oh, geez, out in the wilderness.
Yep, but then they had to save him.
So it was like a lesson.
Yep. They had to save him, and finally they all made it out of the wilderness alive.
Man, you got to watch out for gangrene.
Yeah, you do.
It's beginning to smell a little bit like almonds. What movie is that from? It's an Austin Powers one. I don't remember which one. When the guy falls down the cliff in the car, and he's down there. He's like, "Help me!" and he just ignores him. He's like,
Michael Myers.
Myers. Good
great
stuff. Anyway,
what were we on?
I was asking about golf gifts, trying to get you to promote yourself and giving the gift of golf. But golf balls is also a good gift. I'll ask one more quick question before we get into these bowl things. I'll ask David too. Sports gift ideas. Big sports fans. What's good gift ideas? Anything their teams, right? Pretty much.
I'm going to throw a curveball here, and it may not be a curveball.
Throw a knuckleball.
Hey, Aaron Bearden instant replay. I mean, he's got them all. I mean,
segue. He's coming up the next segment.
Yeah, I mean, it would be kind of cool as a 40-something-year-old who used to collect cards. I don't anymore. I probably need to get more involved. But to perhaps open up, if you're a big sports fanatic, and to open up something like that, a baseball card, some sort of memorabilia, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, you should ask him that in the next segment. What are some good things for just a general sports fan that you could get from his store?
What do you think about David Hayes?
I would say absolutely anything. I would go to probably Fanatics or something, and just type in your team name. There's all the further, just filter it by lowest price first. You know what I'm saying? You can get some really cool stuff that's on sale. I think tickets are always kind of hard to get, but not hard to get, but hard to get the right one for the person that you're purchasing.
You got to know that they can go to that particular and all that. Yeah. You can get them can you buy like a voucher for someone to buy a ticket?
I guess you could do like a Ticketmaster gift card or something.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But
what about you, Ryan?
I mean, I think when you're an avid sports fan of specific teams, I don't think you can go wrong with getting kind of anything from that particular team. Yeah. No one's going to be like, hey, I hate this 49ers shirt. I don't want to ever. But no, you're not going to because you love your team.
Yeah. And even if you don't wear it right there on that day, you'll wear it someday eventually.
Absolutely.
Do you socks and underwear?
Yeah. Essentials.
Yeah.
Essentials. That's a staple in our house.
Do you have a 49ers coffee cup?
No.
What?
I know, and I love coffee. Now you know what you can get me for Christmas.
I'm marking that list.
There you go. Write it down.
Twice.
Checking it twice. And I do have a lot of 49ers stuff, though, as you can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Get them an Auburn cup.
I have an Auburn coffee cup.
Oh, yeah.
Did I ever get it from
you? Ever?
No, is it still here in
Maybe,
it's
unless
in the kitchen,
someone
probably.
with it. Was like,
it's a great coffee cup.
Yeah.
I got that from a store in Alabama.
Oh, what?
Martin's. You ever heard of Martin's in Alabama?
I have.
Yeah, have you?
I have.
It's a cool store. I mean, if you need Auburn or Alabama stuff, it is packed full of it.
Yeah.
That's where I got the coffee cup from. When we were back at Beth's home for Christmas one time. I was like, I like that coffee. When you find a good coffee cup, that's why, and I left it here. I've been wondering where that bad boy is. It's here somewhere.
If I gave you a Georgia coffee cup, what would you do with it?
I'd probably use it.
Would you?
If it was a good ergonomically designed coffee cup, got a good handle.
I was hoping for a much naughtier response than that, but
no, I mean, I'm not gonna smash the Georgia cup. Now, if you gave me a Dallas Cowboys coffee cup,
what would you do with that?
I'd run it over with my tire and then hope it didn't pop a hole in my tire.
You'd have to go buy new tires.
Yeah, the gift that keeps on giving. Thanks, Jay, for the coffee cup from Dallas. Porcelain goes right through
You
rubber.
could use it as a pop.
Yeah, I'd probably make some kind of video. Try to put it on the top of the 150 pole on number 5 and hit stingers at it and see if I can hit it.
Ooh, yeah.
Like we did with the iPad.
Nice.
I was thinking you use it as a bedpan.
There you go.
Or bed cup. Or bed cup.
Is that what you do? Because your bathroom's so far from your bed.
5 steps or 10 steps? I'm lazy right now.
I'm just going to roll over.
Some of those mornings after with that flag football from January, that would have, the Dallas Cowboy coffee cup, I probably would have used.
Yeah.
Because I was, God, I couldn't even walk to the bathroom after.
It's crazy that's almost been a year.
Mm-hmm.
But you played another season since.
Yeah, but it was right after that one. It was right after that one. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing it again. We'll find out. Need to get back out there. Need to do something. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we do the kickball or the softball. I want to do volleyball.
I would play some volleyball.
Indoor 6-on-6.
That'd be great.
Co-ed. That'd be fun.
I want to. Do they still do like adult basketball around here? Like,
yeah, they do.
They used to do church leagues and stuff.
I see a lot of that going on.
Need to get with Thomas Gaitis, get me on a squad.
It's intense.
Yeah.
People are dunking and doing like windmills and stuff like that.
I can't get the windmill, but I can poke it.
There you go.
No, I can't dunk.
It's got a 42-inch vertical.
I already know from y'all, like, whatever league y'all gonna get in, it's no beer league. We know that, right? Like, it's intense.
Maybe that's what we need. Well, that's the thing. Like, you get into these things and like you immediately go back into like your full-on competitive days.
Yes, it is hard to turn that sucker off.
It's very hard. I don't know if I'll ever be able to turn that off.
I don't know if I kind of want to. Like, I feel like I've gotten a lot.
Give it up.
I remember the first year that I did softball and like someone would make an error and I would be like, all right, the first one you got, all right, but don't make another one.
Yeah,
you're
on the bench. Get off the field. And
then I finally just had to realize, man, we're out here to have fun. And it's still so hard because in my mind, I'm constantly, like, even with coaching and stuff, like, there's things that I want to say. I'm like, I know I can't. Like, they're not even going to understand what I'm saying. So let's just worry about having fun. If we got 14 kids having fun, we'll have a lot more fun if we're winning.
Yep.
That's right.
It is a challenge to rotate him, but David's doing a fantastic job.
He is.
That is for sure. And it's his first time coaching, so he's learning a lot of stuff too, and he's doing great.
There's really not a ton of time to learn, right? Because you're talking about basically an hour a night, and we've got so much things that we got to try to get in. So it's fun.
For the last 2 games, your defense, you're down to what? Averaging about giving up 6-7 points?
3.5.
3.5. There we go.
Get it right.
Get it right.
Is it?
Or is it 3 even? Because did they get 6 or did they get 7?
They got 7, but we got 8. So, but it was 15-7 in that first. So 3.5. You're right. Yep.
Building that stone wall, D. Hayes.
That might change a little bit this Saturday, but that's where I need to come in more with the scripting of the correct plays. Although Matho had a great idea yesterday, and we built off of one of our plays, and it worked beautifully. I'm not gonna explain what it was, but because I know who's listening.
That's what I love about those kids, though, man. Is like they're thinking about what
their brains are going faster than ours because they can. Yeah.
And so Matho made some clutch plays, but and we got Jason and Devin McCourty in the cornerback position. We got Miles and Taggart Fish, baby.
That's right. That's right. The Twins out there on the 2 islands. We're not gonna have enough time to pick all these bowl games. Jay.
Well, they don't start till next Saturday, right?
That is true. I just kind of had it just in case.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well.
Hey, I did, we were talking earlier about that, about the Senate getting involved with the college. Getting involved, but wanting to have transparency. Well, on the Senate is Tommy Tuberville. Right? Tommy Tuberville. All right, so he goes on to say, I love this. He said, hold on, where was it at? He said that's a waste of time. He said they went by criteria of who played the toughest schedule, all the criteria that they had. He said there's nobody more experienced to talk about this than me. I got left out in 2004. Yeah. We were undefeated. He was talking about when the Auburn Tigers went 13-0. And then he said that the committee did what they thought was right. He said, you feel bad for Florida State. I do. I've been in their shoes. But there's not reason to raise a fuss with the selection committee now because it all changes to go to 12 next year. And then Rick Scott rejected that point, and cause saying, you know, Florida State went undefeated, 13-0, Power 5 conference team, and then Tuberville was like asking Ron DeSantis, I guess, or mentioning that $1 million, you're setting aside $1 million for this. It is wild that they're not understanding. And again, this is not towards Florida State fans. This is more towards like the Senate. Yeah. But my thing is, you guys don't really even know what's going on, and the fact that you're sitting there complaining about the 14 playoff when we're going to 12. Now, again, this isn't about the situation, just the fact that these guys don't know what it is that they're talking about, and they want transparency. You don't understand it, so how are we going to be transparent with you anyways?
Well, and hey, we'll give you transparency, but then you got to give us transparency. We'll see how quickly that conversation changes, that's for sure. Got about 4 minutes. Jay, the current 2024 NFL draft order. You know who has number one pick? Come on, you got this.
Arizona.
No.
New England.
No. But that was 3 and 2.
Giants.
No, but that's 7.
Dang. Carolina.
And who gets that pick from Carolina due to a trade?
The Titans?
No.
The Bears.
The Bears. There you go. They are the Carolina's currently 11-1, which is exactly what Chicago wants them to do. Because if the season ended right now we played a game so far in Week 14, but it would be the Carolina Panthers they traded that number one pick to the Chicago Bears. So currently the Chicago Bears would have that number one pick. New England would have the number 2 pick with a 3-10 record. So they need to not really win any more games because they just won their this game here, which you're always going to try to win football games, you think. But yeah, they want Arizona to either keep winning or it's a kind of a race for that second pick for New England because that's going to be a big difference. Like, what happens? Do you give Zappe a 1-year contract? What's that look like? I mean, Zappe's obviously not a starting quarterback in the league, but he did enough last night against those Pittsburgh Steelers. Arizona, like you said, Jay, has the number 3 pick. They're currently 3-10. The number 4 pick, the Washington Bears the Washington Commanders at 4-9, and then the 5th pick. Do you know who that is?
No.
They already have a pick in the top 5.
Really?
Yes.
I don't have a clue.
Bears. The Bears, currently with a 4-8 record, would have the number 1 pick via trade and the number 5 pick via their current record. Jets 4-8, Giants 4-8, Titans 4-8. That's your 6, 7, 8 picks. New Orleans at 9, Tampa Bay at 10. Obviously, this could all change very easily because there's so many close records between that 7-5 and 7-6. You've got 24 teams that are 7-5 or worse. I feel like this is more of a closer year than I can remember. 24 teams. That's 2/3. 75% of the NFL is 7-5 or worse.
I don't even see how that happens, but it does.
It's interesting, that's for sure. And the Jets have lost 5 straight. The best streak, the worst streak is the Carolina Panthers have lost 5. The Jets have lost 5. Who's got the best winning streak? You've got several teams with 4. You've got the Niners. You've got Dallas. You got the Colts who have ripped off 4 straight. Quick question, just for David. We got about 1 minute. Titans currently have the number 8 pick. If it ended today, who would you want them to get? What position? Not who, but what position?
At this point in time, you have to make the decision. Are you going to try again with Will Levis, or are you going to get another quarterback? Let's go offensive line.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Develop the quarterbacks you got. You keep using draft picks. When we get back, we'll be, just kidding. Trade for somebody. When we get back, we'll be joined by Aaron Bearden from Instant Replay Sports Cards. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. The rest of the day, variety of very light showers and clouds, and 66 with a gentle breeze out of the east-southeast around 10 miles per hour. Tonight, sprinkles with lows around 62. Tomorrow, possible thunderstorms and heavy rain and a temperature near 72. This forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you tired of hearing 2 weeks when you call to get your boat worked on? Hey folks, it's Chris Kramer with Kramer Marine and Outdoor, and we'll get you in and back out on the water as quick as possible. We're a full-line Yamaha outboard dealer and Suzuki outboard dealer, and we have master-trained certified mechanics on site. So if it's just an annual service, electronics install, trolling motor install, or all the way up to a full repower, we can take care of you. So stop by and see us in the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd next to Bill Kramer GM, or call us at 850-851-0453.
Bay Breeze Bait and Tackle, this is Tim.
Do y'all sell bait?
Yes, we seasonally stock live shrimp, live bull minnows, live sand fleas, live fiddler crabs, earthworms, night crawlers, crickets. We also stock frozen shrimp, sand fleas, mullets, squid, pre-rigged ballyhoo, bonita, stingray, cigar minnows, Boston mackerel, Spanish mackerel, and a few other miscellaneous baits. It's worth the drive to buy premium locally sourced bait from Bay Breeze Bait and Tackle, located directly off Highway 98 on the west end of Panama City Beach.
You hear it first. Sports Talk right now. Back to the Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey.
I know it seems a bit overwhelming at first.
Broadcasting from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios.
Something makes me think you'll get used to it.
On ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. It is Friday. It is 12:20. So that means we are joined by Aaron Bearden from Instant Replay Sports Cards right there in the Stanford Station Shopping Plaza. And I am looking at their Whatnot page right now on my phone, and I'm thinking about bidding on one of these 7-card stud things. What do you got going on right now on Whatnot, Aaron?
Hey, yeah, we're doing a break right now on some 7-card studs football. For those that don't know, it's kind of a cool product, a new product. There are only 7 cards in the box. Each card is in its own pack. All 7 cards are quarterbacks, past, present, and future, and all of them are autographed, all numbered to 7 or lower. So we're looking for, the hot new young quarterback, C.J. Stroud and Brock Purdy, as well as some established vets, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, and some of the upcoming collegiate guys as well. So a great mix, great product, and everything's autographed, everything's low numbered.
So let me ask you this. What would I just won one. That was exciting live on the air there. $25 to get in. You can't beat that. What would a 7-card stud box cost you just off the rack normally?
For the box of 7-card stud? Let me walk out there and take a look real quick.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but it's kind of
that's okay.
Accentuating my point here is like if you wanted to buy the whole box, it's going to cost you X, or you can get in on one of the auctions.
Yeah, I think they're $250.
Yeah,
for a full box.
For a full box, they're $250 and 7 cards, and they're all numbered 1 of 1, 1 of 2. Or out of 2, out of 3, out of 4, out of 5, out of 6, out of 7. So for really $25, you're getting an opportunity to have a 1 in 7 chance of getting a really cool autographed numbered card.
Nice.
And that's why these breaks are so cool. And speaking of breaks, you're doing another big one coming up. You got your Rip Night coming up tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow night is our third Hobby Rip Night here in the shop from 5 to 8 p.m. For those that haven't done one before, it's really cool. It's kind of different than our breaks on Saturdays. This is more of just kind of having fun with cards. So we'll take a fairly cheap product, something you can buy a $2 or $3 pack. So, kind of anybody can get involved. And once everybody's bought their pack, we'll call out an attribute. Who's got the highest card number? Who's got the tallest player? Something like that they can find on the back of the card. Open the packs up. Whoever has that wins a prize. We give out extra packs. We give out gift cards to the shop, memorabilia, all kind of cool giveaway things, T-shirts, hats, all sorts of fun stuff. We have refreshments. We'll do some breaks during it as well so people can see kind of what a break looks like. But it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. It's coming up this Saturday. We were talking earlier, we're 2 weeks from Christmas here this Monday, and was asking some questions to the guys in studio with us, for the sports fan out there, what's a good gift? And Jay brought up a very great point, and go ahead, Jay.
Oh, yeah. If you have a sports fanatic in your family or you have a friend, what do you think would be a good gift for that person? I mean, that you might have in stock right now.
Yeah, good question. It's something we get throughout the year. People have a birthday or something coming up. Somebody comes in, they're like, I don't know what team they like, what player, or if they're a card collector, don't know what they already have, that sort of thing. So we have, mystery boxes here in the shop. If they like cards, we have, some $20 mystery boxes. Everyone will have packs. They'll have single cards. They'll have supplies for the cards, cases, and all that. And then they can have graded cards, autographed cards. I mean, we've had people buy $20 mystery boxes and pull $400 or $500 worth of stuff out of them.
Nice.
So those are a lot of fun. We have the mystery boxes for signed memorabilia as well, for the random signed jerseys or helmets, footballs, baseballs, anything like that. So you can come in and get one of those, and, it's got quality certification with it. And, they'll get an autographed jersey out of it. Again, may not be their favorite team, may not be a favorite player, but it is going to be a really cool item.
Oh, cool. Now, Aaron, we're going to be giving a free trip away to the North Pole if you can name all of Santa's reindeers. Can you do that?
If I can name all of them?
Yes.
Go with Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph.
Boom! Owned. You thought you were going to stump the great Aaron Bearden, and it did not happen.
How about that? That's amazing.
That was impressive. Because if you asked me there's no way I would have got that right.
I thought there was going to be a twist. It's going to be like, but one of them technically has this other name in German or something.
Following up on the gift thing, right? So I'm going to ask a hypothetical because that's what we're doing earlier. We were talking about golf gifts for golfers and that kind of stuff. Well, if you're a hobby collector, a sports card collector, what are some of the good accessories that may be good gifts for people that are avid doing this kind of stuff?
Oh, good question. We've got some really nice display cases, storage cases for cards. Some, things with locks on them and stuff like that. So if you're taking your cards to if you bring them here on a rip night or something, when we do some trading, you can make sure they're locked up so nobody's getting in there. And certainly we'll keep your cards well protected. For kids, a lot of the kids like putting them into 3-ring binders with the 9-pocket pages. So we have a whole big selection of those, different colors, different theming to them, depending on what sport they want to collect. So, there's a lot of things like that you can get if you know somebody just likes to collect, but you don't know specifically what they like to collect. Hey, look, I tell you, these cards have a way of multiplying. I don't know how they do it, but you start out buying a pack, and before you know it, you've got a whole closet full or a bedroom full, and everybody needs storage for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got everything someone could possibly. Maybe if you got a signed football, if a signed baseball, and you need to put it in something to, make it look good display, but also to protect it. And you've got all that stuff that they could possibly need. That is for sure.
Yes. And because we are a hobby shop, we carry some display cases a little bit different from what you might get at a sort of like a craft type store, which they do carry some cases like that. But with hobbyists in mind, we carry the stuff that has like a UV protection on the case and all that to try to keep the autographs from fading.
Yeah, there you go. See, so if you're looking to
keep in mind.
That's a huge point because, I mean, you kind of put it in there and you set it and forget it, so to speak, and then, a couple years go by and your autograph is faded, and I'm assuming if the autograph fades, it maybe makes it not worth quite as much?
Oh, it's, if it fades completely, it's pretty much back to just being a picture or just a plain baseball. If the autograph is gone, it might as well not be signed. I've got a baseball here in my office signed by Mike Trout, and it's just a matter of the pen he used. The ink did not hold up over time, and the autograph's almost entirely faded from it. You just barely make out the signature, so I pulled it off the shelf, and there's really nothing you can do for it at this point. If you go back over to trace or anything, you've ruined it completely.
Aaron, how much of your business in December moves towards shipping versus in-store purchases? And I guess the second question would be, if there's someone listening, do you drop ship to customers as well?
We do ship. We don't drop ship directly from manufacturers or anything like that. That's not really a part of it. But we do ship. You go to our website, InstantReplaySportsCards.com, and we've got a little bit of our wax box selection on there. If there's something you're looking for that's not on there, a single card or a different type of box or something, drop us an email, let us know. We can get it listed up there for you. But I haven't seen so much a difference this month in just the shipping, but we do it year-round. We have some customers who are quote-unquote in the area, but not really in Panama City, maybe just somewhere else in the Panhandle or North Florida, that they'll get us to ship some stuff because maybe they can really only make it into the shop once a quarter or something like that.
Gotcha.
And that way they don't miss out on the new releases. Because, hey, new releases, first couple of days they're out, we do them cheaper than the online guys.
Yeah.
So I know there's a product this week came out that all the big online stores were doing $150 a box. And I think first 3 days are out, we had them $142, something like that.
Wow. So there you go. Visit Instant Replay. When new releases come out, you're going to get them for better. When a new release comes out, if you get a good hit in a new release, does that make it more valuable because maybe somebody has gotten it quicker and can get it, if they're looking to flip it and resell it and get it back out on the market quicker, does that make it more valuable?
Yes, 100%. For sort of that reason, you have completists out there as far as collectors go, and any player you can name, pretty much there's somebody that they just have to have everything of that athlete. So if you open a product that releases today and you pull a card of say anybody you can think of, and it's numbered to 50 or something, you may have pulled the first one of that product. If you put that out there right now on the internet, there's somebody who's I have to be the first collector of that guy to have the card numbered to 50 of him or to have the autograph. And they will pay more for it the first, say, 72 hours or so that it's out. Because a week from now, that card numbered to 50, you may go on eBay and there's 10 of them listed up there. And so suddenly you're not the only game in town.
Yeah.
So.
Aaron, me and Ryan have been kind of debating a little bit about which movie's better, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2. What's your thoughts on that?
We haven't debated it yet live on the air, so I'm glad you started it. 'Cause that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
It is tough.
Man, I love travel movies. I love New York City. I've been there a few times. But I think you got to go with the first one. It's different. It's original. And it's really the definition of home alone. I mean, it's, the other one, it's hard to say New York City alone. Him and the other 10 million people?
Right.
In the first one, he's the only one in that house. But more importantly, the bigger question is, how did his dad afford that house? What did he do?
That's
did he,
been the
start Apple or
he's Steve Jobs in the and then when they're at the Plaza Hotel in New York, and they're flying 20 people down to Miami, back to New York. He's Peter McAllister is loaded. That is for sure.
Yeah. I just don't think. What do they got? 10, 12 kids or something, and you got a house that's 40 rooms or something.
Yeah.
I don't think they accidentally forgot Kevin. I think they were just trying to send him a message that, look, man, we got too many mouths to feed here.
True.
You know?
Yeah. Well, and Home Alone 1's realistic to me. Home Alone 2, not so much. I mean, like, think about the flight attendant, right? The flight attendant's like, do you see your dad? And he's like, at the front of the plane. He's like, yeah, all right. Well, and then just leaves him.
Well, that's all pre 9/11 and all the crazy TSA stuff.
Yeah,
too,
that's
so.
yeah.
Air travel pre 9/11 was a whole other thing. I went to France when I was 16, and in France, of all places, I bought a replica Colt 45. I don't even remember why they were selling it in France. It's not like they had an Old West. But it was cool because it was, it looked old and scuffed up. It had no firing pin. It could not be made, it would not fire. When I brought it back through de Gaulle Airport in France, they saw it in the suitcase, and like the one security guy, he pulls out and he's like, oh, cool. And he turns to the other security guy and he's like, stick him up. I'm hijacking the plane. And they laughed about it. And he put it back in the suitcase and he's like, you're good to go.
Yeah, that would not happen this day and age, that's for sure. You'd be sitting in the airport jail.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, that's a good story.
Yeah. Fantastic.
That's wild. That is wild. Yeah, so I Googled it. And the result, Kevin McAllister's dad, Peter McAllister, based solely on in-universe information and real-world probability, was probably a high-level sales executive at Walgreens corporate headquarters in the 80s and 90s. Based on, like, probably some kind of computer system thing, AI thing that they figured out to, what does he most likely do?
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, it could be something, in the background, something said in the movie. You know how people go over these things frame by frame.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? They saw a piece of mail sitting on the table in the house or something. I don't know. I just was like, man, the house that guy lived in was just massive.
His brother was such a mooch, too. His whole family was getting paid for by Peter and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, the uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kevin called him out and got in trouble for it.
He did. You
could feel for Kevin.
I know.
He just got his star, too. Macaulay Culkin just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, he did.
Like in the last couple of weeks, I think.
So a fan club paid for that, I guess? Because that's how that works. I mean, that's not it's not the accomplishment that, Entertainment Tonight makes it out to be.
Gotcha.
They're bought, I think, at one time or another, they were $25,000. And usually a fan club raises the money and just to sort of, say thank you to their favorite actor or whatever. But, that's pretty much what it is. And from time to time, they'll take up an old one. They'll go, hey, this guy acted in the 30s and all that, and he's been dead 50 years, out with the old, in with the new.
Wow, I did not. I guess, makes sense.
I was downtown. I was downtown Panama City last Sunday and noticed stars on the walks over there. Have y'all noticed that? I did not notice that.
Yes, over by the Martin Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, for I think patrons of the theater.
Oh, okay.
I do believe. Yeah, people that donated a fair bit.
There you go.
Yeah, cool.
You got one, Jay? You probably got one.
Yeah, right.
But
is the Jay fan club organized their money to?
Negative.
That fan club is a very specific demographic, and we won't go into that. But Aaron, Christmas time is coming up, and you guys got all sorts of sales and stuff like that leading up between now through Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I'm putting some stuff out today, some signs out today for the weekend. But yes, for every day since Black Friday through Christmas, we'll have stuff on sale. In every category. Don't want to leave anybody out. So, there'll be, boxes of every sport, plus Pokemon, supplies. There's always something on sale from now through Christmas.
Yeah, sweet. And with the kids club you guys do on Friday night and the Pokemon and all that stuff, if you're looking for gifts for your kids, too, get them a little hobby box. Get them started. Get them excited into it. It's, as you always say, just kind of start dabbling into it, and all of a sudden it can be something you really, really like. And you've got everything to not only get started, continue it, and find the stuff that you need to find and all that good stuff. So, and tomorrow, besides the Rip Night, you guys have your normal Saturday 12 o'clock noon break?
We do, yeah. They'll start at 12 o'clock on the dot, live in-person group breaks. So come on down and check that out if you're looking to get into breaks, particularly if you do them online. It's such a different atmosphere doing them in person, guys around the table all talking, and they'll trade teams back and forth, and it's just a whole other thing. And you got your cards right there. You're not worried about them getting shipped to you and all those things. A lot of fun. 12 o'clock in store on Saturdays.
In those breaks, if somebody pulls a card and then somebody else really do you see people buying pulls from other people in those breaks as well?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty much every week, people are pulling big stuff that either somebody else wants or they know they can get online and sell it right away.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I got 2 spots in this 7-card stud break now, so pull me one of those Brock Purdy auto cards. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, hey, how about the Niners?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're trying to get Brock Purdy over this MVP hump and maybe a Super Bowl champion, and his already high-valued cards, I would imagine, would go up quite a bit even more at that point.
Yeah. It's funny. There's still people going, well, I don't know if he's a real thing.
I just don't get that rhetoric.
Real compared to who? I mean, there are plenty of other guys in the league that we have kind of had that conversation about and decided they're legitimate quarterbacks, whether they win every game or every year or whatever. He's a legitimate NFL quarterback.
Yeah, I think it goes to the scouts and all those people don't want to admit that they were wrong and that he was drafted so late in the last person drafted. So if he does well, I'm speculating, that makes them feel like they didn't do a good job evaluating talent because of how well he's certainly doing. So it's almost like they want him to do bad. But
to feel a little better. And those scouts, man, sometimes take that stuff personally.
Yeah.
The first scout that went and saw Derek Jeter retired over it because his team passed on Jeter. And he quit on the spot. And he went home and told his wife he quit. And she said, why? And he said, if they're not going to listen to me about this kid, what does it matter if they listen to me about anybody else?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, one decision could impact the rest of your life. Real quick, Aaron, tell everybody where you are located.
All right, we are at 752 West 23rd Street. That's in the Stanford Station, the one with Academy Sports, Sweet Frog Yogurt. In fact, we're right next door to Sweet Frog Yogurt. 7 days a week. Check us out, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
Yep, and if you follow them on Whatnot, you'll get the notification when you come live, and then all of a sudden you've spent some money. And that's kind of how it goes. But, Aaron, we appreciate you as always. Look forward to talking next Friday. Have a great Rip Night tomorrow night, and enjoy the weekend.
All right, you guys do the same. Everybody take care out there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you too. That's Aaron Bearden from Instant Replay Sports Cards. Yeah, that airplane travel thing has certainly changed quite a bit. That is for sure. Great fun story.
That was a great one.
Guy pointing the other guy into the security line. That's good stuff. You're listening to The Inside Drive. One more segment left for this week. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida, the Paul Feinbaum Show.
Who's that coming down the track? A losing team in red and black. Nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious, losing Georgia fan. JK and I, man, didn't want us in where they can sit back on the couch and watch us win.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
At Bay Breeze Bait and Tackle, you can find all the necessary items for an unforgettable fishing experience. From pin rods and reels to the best hand-tied rigs in Florida, we have it all. With the help of our friendly and knowledgeable staff, you can be sure that you have the right gear to make that big catch. Come experience a great local bait and tackle shop located directly off 98 on the west end of Panama City Beach, located just 5 miles west of Pier Park.
Coming in hot.
So hot.
It'll be a hot one. Really hot.
God damn.
The Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey. Live from the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios on ESPN Northwest Florida.
listening to The Inside Drive live here on ESPN Northwest Florida. That Home Alone 2 versus Home Alone 1 is a good discussion.
It is.
It is Lost in New York. Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. But it's the same premise where he sets all the booby traps. How many times as a kid did you try to set booby traps and have your friends come in and get trapped by them?
Yeah, I did quite a few. Did you?
Yeah, we tried to. It never worked like
I
that.
know.
I mean, you can't hit your friends in the face with paint cans. I mean, you could, but you're probably going to get reprimanded. I don't know. That was a good debate, that's for sure. And a good story there about the old Colt 45 that he brought back over. I mean, yeah, you used to be able to go right up the gate and all that stuff.
Back in the day when you could just smoke cigarettes on the plane and,
Nothing like recirculated cigarette smoke.
Right.
Yeah. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
This world's changed quite a bit in the last 30 years.
I think we just need to rewind 30 years.
Right.
And just go from there.
So we can get right back to here?
No, well, we delay
That's
back
what's
to
gonna
here
happen,
again.
though.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
Oh, gosh.
I got to pick some games, Jay. I almost forgot.
I know.
Week 14. You're in last place. We'll let you go first. I'll go second. Dave will go third, and then we'll keep rotating. This is what we did last time.
All right.
Army, Navy. We're not picking bowls yet, man.
Oh, we're not.
No, this is our pick 'em.
Okay.
The bowl thing, that ship sail. We'll kick that on next week.
Yeah. Well,
You want me to give you the spread?
I could hit a 5-iron to the Navy base here, so I'm picking Navy.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. My reasoning for picking Navy is because my dad was in the Navy.
There
I
you go.
appreciate his service in the Navy. So I'm also going to go with the Keydets, the Navy team there in that one. The midshipman is what I was looking for. I apologize, Dad, if you're listening, for not remembering midshipman right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the favorite in this game. Looks to be another low-scoring affair here with the total sitting at 28.5, but I'll take Army.
See, I feel like that 28.5 could be good if Navy can stop that triple option of Army. Yeah, 2.5.
Are they going to run the triple option?
I don't know. They did it to Coastal, and it got really challenging. I don't know what they're going to do at this point. Yeah.
Army's quarterback's only thrown for 859 yards, and he's ran for 817, so...
There you go. Hey, here's a crazy statistic that I didn't get to yesterday. Iowa finished the season with 3,123 offensive yards and 4,156 punting yards. So over 1,000 more yards in punting than total offense for the Iowa Hawkeyes, who I think, finished 12th or 13th in the... Or maybe they got bounced a little higher because they lost the Big 12 championship. But they finished in the top 20 of the College Football Playoff Bowl with more punting yards than offensive yards.
Well, we know who's going to be the Ray Guy Award winner.
That should certainly be the Iowa punter, that's for sure. All right, next one we got up. I'll go first in that one. That is the Bucks at the Falcons. Whew.
Yikes.
This is all NFL. The rest of the way out is all NFL in this one. I'm going to go with the Bucks. I think the Falcons are trying to keep that number one spot in the NFC South, and I think the Bucks are trying to play spoiler in that one. So I think the Bucks get that one. All right, next to be David Hayes.
This one's tough because I'm right there with you. I think that the Bucks win, but the Falcons are 4-2 at the house, and the Bucks are 2-4 on the road. Jay, who are you picking? And I'm going
Atlanta's a 2-point favorite right now, so it's pretty much a pick 'em.
I'm literally going the opposite of Jay.
There you go.
Are you? Okay.
So whoever he picks, I'm going the opposite.
All right.
of.
Well, you're going with the Bucks then, because I'm going to go with the Falcons.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me the Bucks,
Your
Ryan.
divorced team.
Yes.
There you go. Next up, we got the...
Hey, nothing wrong with going back and forth a little bit. Maybe you might rekindle the love.
You never know.
Get Joanne on the line.
Right.
All right, next one you got. I think it's going to be a lot of, like he said on Wednesday, a lot of bad weather games this week in some of the outdoor stadiums across the Midwest and Northeast. This one, you've got the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The Lions, although 9-3 on the season, are only a 3.5-point favorite up there at Soldier Field. Your turn to go first, David.
Oh, man. I just got to go with the...
This is a tough one.
It is tough because how often... I mean, last night, Patriots-Steelers, prime example. So this is another one. You got Justin Fields back. You got DJ Moore back. The Bears gave the Lions everything they could handle last time on the road. You know what? Give me the surprise pick here. I can't do it. I tried to talk myself into it, Ryan. I'm taking Detroit here.
36 degrees and 11-mile-an-hour winds up there in Soldier Field. He's got the Detroit Lions. Jay Henley, you are next in the pick'em.
Do you want to go?
No. This is the order. Unless you're going to verbally say you're going to pick whatever the opposite of me is, then I'll go. But
I'm trying to figure out if the Bears have been decent at home this year, and I don't think. I mean,
they've won 4 games, so
okay. All right, that trend stops this week. Let's go with the Detroit Lions.
Detroit.
Yep.
Because it is 36 degrees, because it's going to be a little bit windy, Jared Goff historically does not play well outdoors, especially when it's chilly-willy like that. So I'm going to go with the Bears winning this football game and knocking the Lions down just a little bit. The Lions, they're not set in stone, but unless the Packers keep making a charge, may get that division locked up. But I'm going to go with the Bears in this one. Next, we got the Jags at the Browns.
Yikes.
It's your turn to go first.
It's my turn to go
You're
first.
at the top of the order. I'll give you the information. Cleveland is a 3-point favorite at home. Joe Flacco is still starting, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be Flacco, but we're not sure on Trevor Lawrence.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
who hurt his ankle. So that's probably why the Brownies there are a 3-point favorite in this one. Come on,
Backup looked good Monday night. They're going to Cleveland. I think Jacksonville bounces back a little bit here and wins up in Cleveland.
39 degrees, winds 12 to 13 miles an hour.
Oof.
I think that plays a little bit better into the hands of Cleveland, especially with the defense. So give me the Brownies.
I'm also going to take the Browns because I think they're trying to make this playoff push. And with the Steelers losing yesterday, that's huge for Cleveland because if they can beat the Jags in this one, they're going to separate themselves a little bit more from the Steelers. So I'm going to take the Browns as well in that one. The next one, you've got the Texans at the Jets up there in MetLife Stadium. I'll give you some information, but I'm going to be taking the Texans in this one regardless of what the weather situation is. So I will take the Texans in this game. Let me find the numbers here. All right. Houston is a 3.5-point favorite. The weather situation in that crazy turf is 57 degrees, 10 miles an hour. Doesn't look like rain.
You know what?
It's David's turn.
Oh, give me the jitterbugs here, actually. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm going to take the Jets here. The Texans
I didn't know what you meant by the jitterbugs.
Hey, I just I didn't make that up. That's a term that here in Florida we call the young people jits. So jitterbugs. No, but I'm going to take the Jets here.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go Texans.
And Zach Wilson is starting again.
Yeah,
he's back.
Right. He's back for another 2-interception performance.
Hide your moms. All right. What do we got next? We got you took the Jets?
I did.
Okay. Next.
Or no, I took the Texans. Sorry.
I think you said Jets.
Did I?
Because you wanted to. No.
I said Jets.
You did.
Sure.
You said the opposite. You said the opposite of the Jets, and all I heard was Jets. I'm doing too many
Can I
things.
take the Jetsons? Jacksons?
I watched an episode of that the other morning. Actually, no, it was the other night. It felt like the morning.
Yes, because you were driving all over the entire Panhandle and North Florida.
So it was actually Tuesday night. It was Tuesday night, yeah.
That's cool.
George Jetson. All right, what's the next one we got? Rams at Ravens, which I think is a sneaky one of the better games in the non-primetime slate. I'll get you the information because who went first last? David did.
I think I did, yeah.
Yep, so now it's back to you, Jay Henley.
And it's Ravens and who now?
Rams at Ravens. Where is the information on this one? Rams at Ravens. I don't do good looking at acronyms. There they are.
It's 57 degrees.
L.A. and Baltimore. Yes, Baltimore's a 7.5-point favorite, which I think is a big line for this game, especially the Rams. They're playing pretty good football. Yeah, 61 degrees, breezy. 61 degrees and breezy.
Let's go Ravens here.
The Ravens. Yes. All right.
Yeah, Ravens to win, Rams to cover.
See, I like that. That's exactly how I would pick it. All right, this one of the bigger spreads of the week, 11-point favorite for the Niners. 60 degrees, sunny, returning home to Santa Clara after beating the Seahawks on the road and the Eagles on the road. Niners, Seahawks, I'm obviously going to take the Niners in this one. And I also think they'll cover as well.
Ooh, nice. I'm going to roll with the Niners. Oh, I didn't know if he was...
He's making this face.
No, who are the Niners playing again?
Seahawks.
Oh, didn't y'all just play the Seahawks?
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh.
We beat the Seahawks on the road. We beat Eagles on the road, and now we're coming home to a nice 60-degree day in Santa Clara with very little wind. Prop bet, Brock Purdy over 300 passing yards.
Ooh, under.
Yeah, do you get taken
over?
You taking the over?
Yeah. Although he doesn't do that well against Seahawks because they play a style of man 2 and 3, cover 2 and 3, and but I think I told this to Keith. We only got a couple minutes left. That I think because he's in the MVP consideration, obviously they're trying to win football games, but I think you're going to see a little more aggressive play calling from Shanahan. He would never admit that he's trying to do that, but I could see him like, all right, we got to keep him going because we haven't had, I don't know the last time the Niners had an MVP. Probably Young or Montana. No, probably Jerry Rice or T.O. No, it's probably Young or Montana was our last one. All right, who you picking, Jay?
I mean, the only bird y'all haven't killed thus far is a mallard, it seems. So,
well, we got to play the Cardinals next week.
Okay.
And then we play the Ravens after that. So we're on our bird stretch.
Duck hunt. Let's go Niners on the bird hunt.
There you go.
It was Steve Young in 94.
Steve Young in 94 won the Super Bowl. That was our last Super Bowl. That's what's crazy.
Yikes.
We've been in it multiple times since then. This has got to be the year. I'll get off that high.
Are you going to San Francisco if you guys win? You going to the parade?
No. I don't want to go to San Francisco. And they play in Santa Clara, for the record. All right, big game, Buffalo at Kansas City. Who just went first? I did. It's David's turn. Chiefs. There you go.
What a great
Bills need it more, though.
Oh, they definitely do. The Kansas City is only a 1.5 favorite at home in Arrowhead. The weather situation, Jay Henley going quickly, is 42 degrees, 6.6 miles an hour on the wind.
Perfect for those Buffalo Bills. That is summertime. They'll be in short sleeve shirts. They'll be in Crocs. Yeah. Or what's the
crop tops?
Crops. What are the
pedal pushers?
What are the pants that only come up to like your calves?
Yeah, pedal pushers. Yeah. I know the word you're thinking of, but when you said crop top, it threw me completely off. We got to go quick.
But anyways, Buffalo Bills.
High waters.
High water. There you go. Floodwater pants. Yes, absolutely. Chiefs, I'm going to take the Bills as well. Broncos at Chargers. Jay,
Broncos.
It's up to me. Broncos?
I'll go Broncos.
Dang, I was going to go Broncos too, but now I'm going to go Chargers. No, I can't go Chargers.
Take that L.
No, they're terrible. I can't go Chargers. They just don't know how to score points with a good quarterback. Last but not least, the Sunday night game. Huge for both of these teams. Jay, do you know who it is?
Don't.
Huge for both of these NFC powerhouses. Yes, Dallas.
And Philly.
Dallas.
Caprice.
Yes, Caprice. That's the
Travis
word.
texted it.
Thank you, Travis.
Thank you.
Caprice. Yes. Yeah. Philly at Dallas. Sunday night football. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys. I can't believe you're saying it. I'll say go Cowboys as well.
So you're picking the boys?
I want the Eagles to win. I figure I think that the Cowboys find a way to win this game, though.
Okay. All three Cowboys on that one? All right. Cowboys. My fingers don't type that word well. All right. You've been listening to The Inside Drive. Hope you had a fun week with us. We certainly had. We'll be back on Monday afternoon. Underdogs coming up tonight. Don't forget about the Impact Wrestling Saturday night. David will give you a bunch of information on that coming up on the afternoon Underdogs. We'll see y'all next week. Have a great weekend.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The afternoon Underdogs.
There was only two teams that could go. It was Oklahoma and